And we wanted to make sure that everyone felt comfortable and aware of how to be able to switch over your Canvas courses from term one to term two. And then if you're wanting to copy those settings over also from term four, if this is a course that you taught last year, and then we would be able to use that again this year and then be able to modify as needed. To start off, though, we want to take a moment just to be able to review those Waukee High School Canvas expectations. So thinking about the fact that we want to make sure that you're utilizing that template, that will be in as it's already set into your Canvas course. You don't need to do anything with that. It'll just be preloaded and ready to go for you. Your home page must be your front page. And so that's where you want students to be able to land. We don't want them to be able to like start off in their modules or something else, just that same consistent landing page for everyone. On the side, that course navigation setup will be homes, modules, announcements, and discussions. All other things should be disabled for students. Modules in that organization and structure should be either by units or by date range, and then just making sure that the newest is at the top of that. And so just to make it a little bit easier for everyone, if you're using that week at a glance, making sure that that's updated each week, and so students can easily see that overview, and then making sure that all assignments and quizzes have due dates attached to them so they aren't just randomly in Canvas. And so then this will help so students can be able to know when all of those were due, and they'll come up on those quick to-do list pieces. And then the last piece is that knowing that PowerSchool is going to be the place that all student progress and grades are communicated through, and that Canvas is not our grade reporting tool. We have here, Yesenia was kind enough to let me borrow her Canvas account, and so we are going to take a look at hers and see how we can make sure that we're getting that information over. And so what you can notice is when I click on her dashboard, for example, you'll see her current courses, and then you'll go down and you're going to see those unpublished courses. So for example, if I'm wanting to take, um, say she has her Pro Start 1 course here in term 2, and if there are some pieces that I wanted to take over to that from her term one, I'm going to show you how to do that. And then remember that you can change the nicknames here. And so if you want to just make it a little bit easier for yourself to be able to see what those are called, you can create that nickname right there and even put a different color on them. So then it's a little bit easier for you to find. If you're not finding your course, click on the courses. It looks like a little book over onto the side, and you're going to notice where it says published courses and then unpublished courses. I know it gets a little tricky once you click into this because you're not able to see then if it's term 2, term 3, etc. But over here on this bar, you will notice where it says that. And then if you're wanting to find one from last year, you're going to click on all courses. And then you're going to scroll down to those past enrollments. So then that's where you'll see here, it'll go to that 2020, 2021 course year. And so then you'd be able to find those right there. So now what I'm going to do, if I want to be bringing in some different materials and whatnot from the first course, I'm going to click on Import Existing Content in the Term 2 course. And then you're going to click on Content Type. So you can click on Copy a Canvas course, and then you're going to go in and find the course that you are hoping for. So this is where it also is a little bit easier, where you can go back and see like, okay, so here's 2021, here's 21, 22, etc. And so you can see if that's going to be the right fit for you and what you need on there. So since I'm copying a course that it doesn't look like she had last year, I'm just going to copy over some from term 1. Now, what I will have you do is actually click on, instead of all content, I'm going to have you click on select specific content. Even if you want every single thing that you had there, it's still I'm going to have you click on this. And then I'm going to have us click on adjust events and due dates and then remove those dates, just because where it might have been from before, it's going to be really hard for those dates to correctly shift over. So we want to make sure that that's done for us in a way that would make sense still for the students. We're going to click on import. And then once we're there, we're going to click on select content. Now, this is something that's really important, especially since we changed the template from last year to this year. And so instead of clicking course settings, I want that to be left blank, because then that won't bring over the old settings, and then that will keep the template as it's supposed to be. Then if you want to be able to click in, you can click into your modules if you want all of those brought over, or if you just want like one, for example, maybe I just want the recipes. And then if you have pieces that are under, like for example, this specific module, then I would need to be able to click in and then know, okay, so the assignments, I would need, say, just like one or two of these as opposed to all of them. So you can click through those, and then you would be able to, if you needed specific files or pages, you would want to take those over as well. So I'm going to then click select content, and it'll get queued up here. It'll take maybe a moment or so for you to be able to see. You can see now that it's running, and then it says completed. So then when I click on the home button, I'm going to be able to go in to the modules. That's the only thing I pulled over. You're going to notice here that you have the ones that we had before that I used as the template. So if you don't want these, you can absolutely just click on those three dots and click delete. And then you'll notice then in here, that was the module that I pulled over. If you have any questions, please let me know and I'm happy to help.